I am teaching for 32 years and 18 years as a principal, and the PFP program offered a new initiative for principals to revisit how they are running their schools. In terms of how I got into this program, it is by mere chance or good luck that I got into this program, but I appreciate being part of the program. As I mentioned, that I'm teaching for 32 years and 18 of those years as a principal of Acacia Primary School. In terms of reaching a stagnation in one's career, I needed to reinvent myself, and the PFP program gave me the opportunity to reflect and revisit my practice. I have gained enormously from this program by doing some self-reflection and introspection. I've gained enormously in terms of looking at the challenges of the school and looking for possible answers or outcomes in order to take the school forward. We have some of the challenges that we have are: one, the lack of funding, insufficient funding, lack of resources. The other issues concern coaching and mentorship for principals and SMT, lack of that. And we also have challenges in terms of non-involvement of stakeholders. The PFP program has given me new strength in order to visit these issues and find suitable solutions. For example, the issue of budgeting. We focus on using the available budget and finding good value for money. In terms of human resource, use what you got and try and achieve your goals. In terms of human relationships, strengthen relationships in order to take your institution forward. In terms of non-involvement of parents, see what you can do in terms of getting people involved. Rather than shouting out this non-involvement, use creative means, use invitational methods of getting the parents in. I am partnered with Ms. Pascal Van Murray, the CEO of Durban Country Club. It is a dream partnership in terms of I am partnered with a person who has a wealth of experience in the business fraternity. She is the CEO of the Durban Country Club. She has brought in good practice of running a business and looking at the school as a business in terms of achieving outcomes and moving forward. In terms of her approach, she's very pragmatic. She calls a spade, and in terms of giving me a critical analysis of myself and looking at how I can move my institution by changing myself in terms of being a mirror and being reflective. I'm blessed to have gone for the workshops, numerous workshops, the Flawless Consulting Workshop, that's by Peter Block, the book, Time to Think by Nancy Klein, and The Structure of Building Communities by Peter Block, and The Art of Possibilities by Zander, Rosemary and Benjamin Zander. These numerous workshops have given me a new perspective on looking at things. For example, in terms of flawless consultation, we look at collaboration, in terms of navigating of contracts, in terms of learning to say no. That was one of my biggest enigma. I can't say no, and I take on too much, and the program has given me strength to say no. And also in terms of meetings, how you arrange the meetings and take up, we have the stereotype meetings where the principal sits in the front and pass on the time in terms of directing the meeting. But in terms of this new arrangement where you sit in a circle, it devolves the responsibility of the principal and it enhances teamwork. So we look at meeting where each role player is given respect and taken as a mutual person in the running. In terms of how I've gained from this program, for me it was, I've seen growth. I've seen growth in terms of me moving, reinventing myself, reaching a renaissance, a rebirth. I've seen I can equate myself as an eagle flying, and after 30 years, an eagle reinvents itself. In the same way, I feel like with the program, with the workshops, with the instruments, with the knowledge given, and having a dynamic partner, I felt I've reinvented myself, and I'm able to take my school forward and also take our community forward, and also work with the staff together, improving education in our community.
I've noticed that Mr. Govender is much more relaxed, much more cool, calm when handling problems. Whenever we go to his office, he gives us a chance to talk, gives us a listening ear, which is so important, and he practices the rule 6 about not taking things too seriously, otherwise you do become too stressed. And I must say that whatever he has learned, he practices on a daily basis, which is difficult for us. Because sometimes you might be calm at that moment and the next day you are cool. But Mr. Govender has consistently given us this very, very cool, relaxed rapport, which I admire in him. And to manage a school of 30 educators and 101 learners with so many different things happening, I must say that this course is definitely helping him to become better in his relationships and also cascading this information to us.
Before I started my degree for studying, principal called me, sit with me, he told me, go, because you got matric, we have to register to any university or college for studying, because you can't end up to be a cleaner, we have to be a cleaner. I want to see you to become something. If you want to be a teacher, you can become to be a teacher. So he motivated me, encouraging me, go, can apply. So he helped me for applying everything. When I registered, I told even finance, if you got no finances, can give me loans, help me how to apply, pass out everything. Principal helped me a lot about studies. He said, Gogo, if there is any post, I promise you have to get a post, because you are as a cleaner. I want to see you to become an educator. And I want the people from zero to be here, because when I want you to see working in a community, the community, they learn something from you. They say, you not end up to be clean. If you are the cleaner, you can go do more things.
Mr. Govender, since joining the partnership program, he has been a very composed person. We've seen he's become patient, he doesn't get excited, he's able to delegate duties more freely, and he's more composed in that when you go to him, his doors are always open. He wants to listen and he wants to lend a earring to you.
Our principal is a very nice man, he's a gentleman, and every day when he sees us, he must hug us. He is dearly to us. He always greets us when he comes to our class. He marks our books. If we answer the right questions, he gives us stuff. He cares for us. He gives the children food when they don't have. He teaches us like our father. Thank you.
My name is Pascal van Maris. I'm the CEO of Durban Country Club, and I'm a business partner in the Partner for Possibility program. Last year, probably about the same time, I was invited for a business breakfast at the Beverly Hills, and they brought this fantastic program to my attention. And I just decided, for being in a very privileged environment at Durban Country Club, that it was time to actually look at education and give back of my time and a little bit of financial support to know that I actually can make a difference. The program has been totally different than I expected. I expected to come here to do fundraising, to help them clean up the school, paint. And then when I realized that actually that's not what was needed. The needed was more a mentorship, and to run with your partner, with my principal, and to look at how I could help him to run his school better and be a more efficient principal. And I think, listening to him and spending time with him, this has become a partnership for life. This is not just a one-year program. This is something we're going to do together and run together and mentor each other. And just for myself, I have learned so much and I've grown so much through this program. And I just want to say thank you, and I would encourage anybody to do this program.
Five, six, seven, eight, Acacia!
Hey.
I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her.
I want to take this opportunity of thanking my wife, my mother, my family. Oh, sorry, not the Oscars. Okay, after watching that, I feel like a movie star. Well, simply stated, you know, I have a tear in my eye watching that. Everything. First, Your Worship, the Deputy Mayor, welcome. It's a pleasure being in your midst. Principals, sponsors, members of the education fraternity, colleagues, and my spouse, my partner, partner one, partner two for life. It is a privilege being part of this PFP program. You know, they say some things happen by accident, some things happen by intention. But me becoming part of the PFP program was by accident. In fact, I accompanied my spouse to this PFP meeting, and our beautiful, dynamic lady from the Durban Country Club did not have a partner. They asked, would you like to partner her? I said, yes, I would. And that's how that partnership started. And I think one of the schools did not come. And there was an opportunity, and I joined the fold. From there, it was no turning back. It was, as I say, a rebirth, a renaissance. It was a life-changing experience. I thought I was good or the best until I listened to the rest. They are marvelous principals. Norma, you are fantastic. What she has taken a school, a non-entity, and made it something. Our folks, Sam and Indu, you taught me a thing or two in terms of how to run a school with no resources and with the labels, and how you have transformed the manner in which you attack, and your sincerity has shaken me. It's a new me. And I want to mention that this program, I really appreciate this program, and it has definitely given me a lot of strength to become a good practitioner, a better practitioner. There are a lot of challenges, but we learn to see the opportunities in those challenges. And I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate the program. I want to thank everybody, the teamwork. My partner, basically, she told me, the first time she sat in my office, and she told me, after listening, she said, I think you talk too much. And I was shocked, somebody telling me in my office, you talk too much. I stopped, and she said, you need to listen. And I think this program taught me, and I must mention, one of the activities that we did, after she told me that, we did a session on listening. And I think this was mind-blowing. You need to try this. Speak to your spouse without getting any affirmation from the person, nodding his head or agreeing or uttering any comments. Just listen and affirm him or her for 3 minutes. Do that, and without saying a word, all positive, or whatever they want to say, and then move out, and don't go back to it and question it. It will lead to a better relationship. We tried it, and I say, you affirm things, you take things, and you also get a mirror image of who you are, because we do not like to listen to other people giving us a critique. This program taught me, and as I mentioned, to my school, I've learned a lot of things, and I finally want to say to my partner, thank you. Thank you for running with me and helping me see things through another pair of lenses. Thank you. God bless you.
Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Madam Deputy Major Councillor Volsiapia. It's very good to have you here, and I hope you listen to a lot of issues we have in education, and we can only do this together. Thank you to my principal. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey, and I have to say thank you to Debbie. You have been an incredible part of making this circle work with all of us. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart. It hasn't been easy, it hasn't always been easy, but you have been able to pull every single one of us together to make this circle work. To all the principals, when I came into this program, I had a complete different view on education in this country. I thought the education system didn't work. I didn't think the principals worked. I didn't think teachers worked. You have proven me completely wrong. You've showed me the passion, the time you put in there. Every single thing you do for your school shows you that any business leader in this country can learn from you as a principal. And I think we need to give them an applause, because you have showed us that this school system can work if we got the right system in place. If we can get the right teachers and we got the right backup. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Partners for Possibilities for making this program work for me. Being in a privileged environment as Durban Country Club has showed me that this year has been so vulnerable for me and has given me a lot more in my life, a lot more than Durban Country Club has ever given me. This program has given me depth, humility, and just thank you to everyone in our circle, the principals, the people, and I think I have to say that to Stan, the one new man and the one new woman, I think you got a program going, because I think it showed tonight that we're standing together. It doesn't matter who we are, we're doing this together. So thank you for that. Thank you, Partners for Possibility, and thank you to my support system. Thank you for being here.
Okay. Thank you. On a lighter note, Pascal visited my school to do the video shoot, and one of my learners asked me, she said, no, I'm Pascal from Durban Country Club. So, are you from the club from Durban? Do you all do drugs and alcohol there? Thank you.